Hey gang, David Henry from Inspired Tennis. Hope you're doing well. Hey, this is one of my first videos with the non-shaking video screen. I've actually set the flip cam on a ladder in the stringing room here, so it's not shaking around the picture as much. So hopefully it provides a little bit better quality video for you guys. My son and daughter used to do all the taping for me, and especially my son, who's 8, he would shake quite a bit when filming the videos, but he loved doing it so much that I hated to not let him do it. But anyway, I have fired my kids as my videographers and have the camera set on a more stable platform. So again, hope this works a little better for all of you viewers out there. What I want to talk about today are some new strings that are coming out in the market in 2011. And first from Wilson. Wilson is introducing 4 new strings that I know of. Now, I have limited information about this, but whenever I get information about new strings on the market, I want to share it with you as soon as possible. One of them is called Shock Shield, and basically what it is, Wilson introduced probably within the last year or so a string called Hollow Core. And basically it had a triangular hollow core filled with air, and then some wraps around the outside of that core. And they did Hollow Core and Hollow Core Pro, I believe. And now this new Shock Shield, it sounds like it's going to be kind of a variation on Hollow Core in that it's going to have a gel-filled core as opposed to being hollow with air. But again, it's designed for players with arm discomfort, as a really soft string to help with any elbow or arm problems. Another string coming out by them is called Red Alert. I don't have much information about it. I believe, and don't quote me on this, but it looks like it's a monofilament synthetic gut. Then another one called SGX16, which looks like another monofilament synthetic gut with some bidirectional wraps, outer wraps. Not quite sure what that means at this time, but as I get more information, I'll let you know. And then a new addition to their very popular NXT family. This one's called NXT Control, which some multi-filaments as normal as you would expect with NXT, and then also some smaller fiber cores mixed in with their, some polyester cores, smaller polyester cores mixed in with the multi-filament bundles. So real exciting stuff from them. So if you're a Wilson fan and like to play those strings, be on the lookout for those in 2011. Through my United States Racket Stringers Association, I'm optimistic that Wilson will work with them and maybe provide some samples of these new strings to members like me. So if I am able to get one, I will do a much more thorough review on those strings at that time. To my knowledge, these strings are not available yet. I was on some of the major online retailers just a few minutes before shooting this video, and I don't see any of these new Wilson strings being carried by them at this time. Okay, moving on to Luxilon. Luxilon is adding a new string for 2011 called Savage, okay? And as you've probably read, or maybe you've read in a different post of mine when they introduced Adrenaline string earlier last year, Luxilon really has 3 different families of string. They have the Big Banger family, which is based on polyether technology, and this is the Power Rough that I love so much, falls into that category. Then they introduced the M2 based on variable flex technology, M2 and M2 Pro, and then with the introduction of Adrenaline, it was based on liquid crystalline polymer technology. A little bit different technology that Luxilon is using for their strings. And so this new string called Savage is an addition to the Adrenaline line. So it's based on liquid crystalline polymer technology as well. And as I understand it, Savage is a 6-sided shaped polyester. So obviously looking for a little bit more spin and bite into the ball with the shaped polyester. And I believe it's going to be available in lime green, black, and white. Okay? And then moving on to Tecnifibre. I'm sorry, let me step back on the Savage string from Luxilon. Again, don't see those on the market yet. I was on the major online retailers looking for that string as well, and I do not see them carrying it yet, but I bet they will be in the very near future. So if that string is of interest to you, look for it soon. Again, if I happen to get my hands on a sample of that I can do a more thorough review and perhaps play test, I will certainly do that in the future. And then moving on to Tecnifibre. Tecnifibre just released a new string called Xcode, and it is a really interesting string to me. And basically, it was featured in the most recent issue of Racket Sports Industry magazine, and I submitted my request for a sample of the string. So within the next few weeks I should have a sample of it, and I definitely will do a more thorough review at that time. But it's really interesting because it's a multi-filament, but it's also a polyester. And what I mean by that is most polys on the market are just a monofilament, just one solid core of polyester. And then multi-filaments that are out on the market, they're synthetic fibers, hundreds or thousands of different filaments all wrapped together, similar to natural gut. But they're not polyester, and that's what's so unique about this new string from Tecnifibre, is that the multi-filaments, they are strands of polyester then wrapped in a polyurethane protection, and it supposedly has a nice coating on there for durability and ease of stringing. So really, it sounds like a really cool string. It's kind of, like I say, it's kind of that missing link between a polyester string and a multi-filament. So it kind of brings those two together. Maybe it's kind of even introducing a new category of string. So again, I've submitted my request for that sample, and when I have that, I will post a more thorough review on it. Alright gang, that is all I have for this video. Thanks for checking in.